Drake got humbled, and he deserved it. What up, words? Your boy Challz, back again, talking facts. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell. Gang, the smoke has cleared. The battle is over. I don't know what else they gonna say or who gonna do what, but this battle is over. And after the smoke has cleared, you can go back and check everything that was said in regards to this battle and see if we were right or if we were wrong. But people like myself, such as myself, said there was no way Drake was going to win this battle. No matter what he did lyrically or physically, he was not going to be able to beat Kendrick. We were proven right. The reason that he was beaten, in all honesty, when you wrap up all the layers and you put everything in perspective, arrogance. Kendrick humbled Drake due to arrogance. The arrogance led Drake to mishandle this battle, and it led him to underestimate Kendrick. And by the time he realized that this wasn't going to be an easy leg sweep, an easy back-to-back type victory, it was too late. Drake has been talking real crazy. Now let's get it started. I don't have no problem with Drake. A lot of his music, when I'm in a club vibe or I'm in a mood, I'm in the backyard, it's a vibe of a family or get together. I love, throw it on, let's go, put it on, all this, worst behavior, put everything, do the playlist, let's go. It's a gathering. It's something that is where you need less, I'm not gonna say thinking, but you need less heavy, right? You need more of a festive vibe. You need more of a, and some of that stuff you can't play around kids. I get it. Some of that stuff you do got to skip. Let's be honest. I've been in the backyard with the family and a Drake song come on and 7 bars in, it's like, okay, next, skip that. Okay, I get it. But for the most part, you can play that in groups of people. You can play it in groups of adults, young adults, and it's going to hold its own. That's where we are with Drake. Now, this is the difference with Drake and Kendrick. When I play Kendrick, I want to low-key be alone. I don't want to be with nobody else because I want to be able to think. I don't want to be talking to you. I don't want to be trying to decipher lyrics with you. I want to just hear it. I want to get in the zone with it. I'll walk my dogs and have Kendrick on. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't want to interact. It ain't really many Kendrick songs I can play in a group setting. With that being said, when you're that kind of rapper who can be played in big settings, you're more likely to be a bigger artist. Let's take it via a LL Cool J at one time. LL Cool J was one of the biggest rappers in the world, right? A KRS-One was highly revered as a real rapper's rapper, but LL Cool J was a more viably commercial artist. Had them two battled, KRS would have surely won, but the war long term would have gone to LL Cool J, right? Let's just be honest. Let's just be honest. Just like with Cannabis, when LL battled Cannabis, the war was won heavy-handedly by LL. Cannabis won that battle, LL won the war. So what I'm saying is, if Drake is to battle a Kendrick, who I was telling you, Kendrick music is more somber, it's more melancholy to a degree, it's more of a thinking man's poetry. Drake should easily win a battle like that without even trying because he's going to have a bigger fan base. As a matter of fact, before Kendrick dropped They Not Like Us, Drake had every category for #1 for record streaming, for fastest to the billion stream and fastest day stream. Drake had every record for different songs over 9-10 years since they've been counting the streams. Drake held every record. Let's just be honest. Like, he held a bunch of millions of this, that. It's a bunch of them. Kendrick smashed them all with They Not Like Us. But I'm getting ahead of myself. An artist with that many #1s, this guy got the same amount of #1s as Michael Jackson. Do you understand who Michael Jackson? This dude is dancing with Michael Jackson. The reason that Kendrick really shouldn't even have stood a chance is Drake's visibility. Drake's fan base should have smothered this fire as quickly as it started. Now, what I'm going to do for you is explain to you where the humbleness comes in. We've heard Drake bragging. Yeah, rappers are supposed to brag. But we've heard Drake bragging that his music is really only second to like Taylor Swift and people of that, Adele and people of that nature. There's no rapper that should be on that kind of level. No rapper. There's no rapper that should be that commercially viable, but yet here we are. Drake is. Drake has a different style of rap. He doesn't do pure rap. He doesn't do backpack, boot camp, click kind of rap. So therefore, he's amassed a greater fan base. With that being said, that fan base should propel him against any foe. His what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say arrogance, but what happened was I believe Drake began to believe he was unbeatable with this hip hop, this rap music. I believe that he started to believe there is no rapper that can test him. He would ignore most rappers who even tried, right? Let's just be honest. He ignored Joe Budden. He ignored Common. And he kind of half-heartedly fought back with Pusha T. When it got too heavy, he just walked away and went back to making hits. Career didn't stumble, didn't miss a beat, didn't miss any money, went right back doing his collaborations and da-da-da-da-da. But I think Drake got a little cocky with how he was discarding people. This thing with Metro and all these other people that have formed like Voltron against him, or 20v1, right? These are all people who, for one reason or another, feel discarded, disrespected by Drake for undisclosed reasons. A lot of these people have not disclosed. Rick Ross is like, oh, I dissed you because I unfollowed you because you put a cease and desist on French Montana. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. That's the goofiest reason in the world. That ain't no real reason to be mad and be dissing a man because he put a cease and desist on another artist that has nothing to do with. You don't know what them two got going on, and you didn't even call him to find out. If you unfollow me because something I did in a business lane that has nothing to do with you, then good riddance to your ass. Let's just be honest. If what I'm doing with French Montana, you don't know, French Montana could have slapped my wife. You don't know what he did. You don't have no idea what he did. So if your reason for unfollowing Drake was that he sent a cease and desist to French Montana for a record that you're not even on, right? Which the rumor is he didn't want to, he put the cease and desist out because he was dealing with this stuff with Kendrick. So he was trying to get this battle stuff ready. That's the rumor. So he didn't want no records coming out while he was getting ready for this battle, right? But all of these people, and I say that to say Rick Ross already had a problem with Drake before that. He just needed an excuse. But all of these people seem to have some issue. He's built up a lot of ill will. The reason you build up a lot of ill will in the industry, probably because you're not playing fair. And it's starting to bother people. I feel like what's going on behind the scenes, you got to think. Let's just go, for instance, with Diddy allegedly slapping Drake. Let's start there. Why did he slap him? Over a beat. What beat? I believe the beat is 0 to 100. Started from the bottom. Sounds like a Diddy beat. Sounds like Diddy should be rapping on that. Diddy didn't move it on it fast enough. He put the beat to the side. He was going to rap. He sent it to Drake. Allegedly sent it to Drake. Never followed up. Drake ended up putting the song out himself. Took the beat. Da da da. I'm just going to be honest. I know we like to hate Diddy and we like to slander Diddy. I understand that 50 Cent said Diddy don't know how to pick a hit. That's why the beat went to the side and Drake ended up using it, da-da-da. Let's just be honest, though. I'm going to be honest with you. On a lower level, on an underground level, I'm just going to be honest. If I did that to a dude, that dude would probably fight me on sight. I'm just going to be dead ass honest with you. Any rapper, especially on that level, that's millions. Diddy lost millions with that, even though he didn't move fast enough. If a dude send me a beat, say, I want you to feature on this, and I wait a couple months, I don't hear back from him, da-da-da, the beat was never my beat. I take it, put a whole song to it, release it, it goes like whatever, number 2, number 3, number 1, it's like one of the biggest songs of your, like, I'm going to be heated. That dude, Diddy got every right to do whatever. Now, the end of the simple fact of the matter is, that's ill will. You have just created ill will with him, with ill will with whoever produced the beat, and ill will with his whole entourage. It was a whole fight, if I'm not mistaken, right? Now, on site, we beefing. I heard J. Cole had to jump in. It became to a point right now, the only rapper really was rocking with Drake on that level was J. Cole. Most of these dudes was turning their back. They slowly been turning their back on him. Now, why would you say that? That's some people say that's a snake move. Some people say, oh, Diddy just slow. He bullshitting himself. He don't know how to pick a beat. He don't know, he can't hear hits no more. So he slept on it, right? I get it. But at the end of the day, you don't take a man's beat and put it out yourself. So that right there is one instance where I can tell you, if that occurred for a fact, that's bad business. Now imagine you got a whole string of those. You got a lot of people saying, this guy stole my flow. This guy stole my song. This guy stole my whole track. This guy did. It's years of this accusation. It's years of people saying my swag was stolen by this man. Years. This ain't no 1, 2. It's years. The biggest battle of his career, the biggest loss of his career was Pusha T exposing him for mad dirt that he was hiding, right? The whole thing with Meek Mill stemmed over the reference track coming out that somebody sent them because he was mad about whatever else. I don't think he tweeted it. He didn't tweet the record. Whatever it was, Meek got mad about it and tried to expose Drake for whatever, right? These are a lot of things that people do when they feel like there's no consequences. I'm just going to be honest with you. I feel like Drake has not had consequences. The real consequence, the one consequence Drake had, and he brushed it off after the fact, was Pusha T. I feel like there has been almost little to no repercussions for anything that he's done. Metro Boomin put together a whole plot, and I'm going to do a whole nother video of how Metro Boomin really won this battle. Put together a whole plot, he put together a whole record, him, Future. We still don't even know why Future's bad, right? Academics got a whole lot of speculations, maybe because Drake came back to Atlanta, did the collab with 21, right? Maybe it's over female, maybe it's pillow talk. No one really knows. And Metro saying, if I really told y'all if I really said what we really beefing about, people would say we both was crazy, so I'm not going to say nothing. So we don't even know what any of these beefs are about. But a lot of them look like they're about girls. But Metro took and put a whole little squad together, a whole record. He actually put 2 records. He dropped We Don't Trust You, then dropped We Don't Trust You 2, like about what, 2 months later? At best, a month? So these guys are planning, they're planning whole takedowns of this guy. But why? We don't know why. Now, the simple fact of the matter is you got to understand that Drake, in Drake's defense, he put a lot of these guys in position where they are, which I don't like that a guy put other guys in position and they turn on him. I can't stand that. But why would you turn on a guy that actually shook your hand, put you on a platform? He technically did that with Kendrick and a lot of other guys. Migos, right? It's a lot of guys that he put on the platform. And 21 Savage to a degree. 21 had a lot of success, but not to the level of, after this Drake album, a lot of his number ones came from this Drake album. And some people even saying that Kendrick's number one is thanks to Drake, right? This number one of, they not like us. I say all that to say, I feel like there is so many things that Drake is doing against so many people that we don't know. There is no, why would 20 people want to fight you? If I'm at the school and 20 dudes come to fight me, and they from all over, they're not the same gang, they're not the same crew. This dude's from here, that dude from here, this guy's in Florida. Why all these dudes mad at me? I gotta be like, so I did something to these guys. All of them you could trace breadcrumbs to some girl over here, some girl over there. It all seems like Drake is using these girls as chess pieces against these guys for little slights and little things that he didn't like. Almost all these beefs got a girl involved somewhere. So it's like, what is it with these women, bro? What is it with you and these other guys' women? All this pillow talk. What's going on over there, bro? I keep telling you, these guys revere these women like they're family. Like they look at these women as if they get as mad about these women as if they would get if you touch one of the kids, right? They want to get you back. They want revenge on you. I feel like, and I'm gonna leave it at this, I feel like Drake has been getting really, really successful. Let's start there. But I feel like it is, some people are feeling like he don't deserve that success. Some people are like, he's riding wave. Whatever wave come out, he rides it. I can look at it like he's not riding a wave. Well, he is riding waves, but I can look at it like he's not riding the waves. He's helping these guys become the wave. He took Versace, which it had a buzz, but I didn't hear Versace till Drake got on it. I'm gonna be honest with you. So he built that brand for the Beagles for them. Now, a lot of us didn't hear of Versace. A lot of you, just be honest, you didn't know about that song. Some of y'all did, but most of y'all didn't. Until Drake brought it to the forefront. But some people say he rode that wave that was already popping. You just heard Kendrick say he named all these rappers waves that he rode. A lot of them which are not having much to do with Drake at the moment. I feel like there was a lot of resentment at these jumping on of these different songs, jumping on of these different flows. I remember XXXTentacion was like, he stole my whole style. I think it's tough to be on the top. I think after a while, your ideas start to get a little stale and redundant. And if you're really passionate about being on the top, especially if you're allegedly having a whole team that does nothing all day and night but try to manufacture hits, they're going to look for inspiration. And I feel like a lot of people, what's the kid in Canada, feel like he wasn't compensated. I can't remember his name, Mo something, right? Feels like Drake just stole his whole song, his style, his flow, and his swag, and never gave him credit, never got paid. This has been a long-standing, these are allegations for years of people building up resentment. I feel like it got to a point that Drake didn't care. Drake was thumbing his nose up to a lot of people, putting their stuff on the back burner after he dealt with them. He was out, wasn't paying them correctly, wasn't compensating them because I'm just too big, I don't got to deal with it. I feel like that became an issue no one could deal with, no one could do anything about, until Metro went and got one man that really could handle this problem, which was Kendrick, who had his own problem with him, right? I feel like what we saw was a man underestimating another man's worth. I think he thought Kendrick was this sleepy music, backpacker, faux pseudo black woke, therapeutic, just short, unintimidating rapper that he could squash when he felt like it. He did not expect the ferociousness and the veracity. And he did not expect him to be, just to be honest, so vulgar. Like, just vulgar, just absolutely incredibly rude. He didn't expect all this. He thought it was going to be a nice little rap battle, and I say something about you, you say something about me. No, this dude's like, you're a pedo. Like, your whole team is pedo. And why is he around? Like it just got worse and worse, and he's like your mom, your dad, like, telling your son he wish you was dead. Like, don't be like your dad. Like, yo, this was the most character assassination in a battle we have ever seen. You can say whatever you want. You can go back and hit him up, da-da-da. He didn't say that much about Biggie. He didn't say that much about Biggie's character. He embarrassed him about his wife. And he was like, when I see you, it's on and popping. He ain't really going to his character. I used to let you sleep on the couch. Like, well, okay. And he didn't assassinate his character like Kendrick did. So what happened? This was too much to absorb for this man. This man wasn't expecting that because he has no one that assassinates his character. No one does it. So it got a little too much. He got humbled. And he didn't know how to handle it. So what we heard in the Hard Part 6, a lot of people saying it sounded defensive. It sounded like he was giving up. It sounded like he threw in the towel. He did all of that on that song. When you listen to the Hard Part 6, he's giving up. He's trying to defend himself. He's trying to belittle Kendrick's whole movement. Like, you finally made a record I could dance to. I would dance to it if it wasn't so many lies, so full of crap, right? Da-da-da-da. You heard a man defeated because he didn't know we still don't know which way to go. I can't even tell you what he's going to do. Apparently, he's back to making hits per his Instagram. He put like, okay, now that was fun. Now it's back to whatever. Like, I think the battle's done on many levels, the corporate level, the hip-hop level, the I ain't got nothing left to say level, and I think this man will be humbled forever. He's never had this much ill will in his direction. He's never had people calling him these kind of names. He's never had his catalog drop. His catalog is down 5%. He's never had a man go #1 talking stuff about him, and he can't go #1 on his own. Family Matters, let's just be honest, did not go #1. He told Kendrick, don't drop because Taylor Swift, you're scared of Taylor Swift, and Kendrick beat him and Taylor Swift. That's the part nobody's talking about. Kendrick beat Drake and Taylor Swift. Kendrick knocked Taylor Swift from being #1, gang. When the whole time, Drake was telling him, yeah, we know you ain't responding because you know Taylor Swift about to drop. I moved my date too, I get it. He was telling him you won't dare respond because Taylor Swift. Not only did he respond, he responded 4 times and he knocked this girl out of the #1. So what I'm saying to you is all of that's incredibly humbling. I think we're about to get a new Drake. He's going to be one step short of how J. Cole got humbled. Where J. Cole just want to go back to riding his bike, smoking whatever he's smoking and smashing off whatever he's smashing off and leave it at that. I don't think that Drake is that much farther from J. Cole. Now, he's going to have to get his swag back or this ain't going to work. But end of the day, we've seen a humbled Drake. Let me know what you think in the comment. Head on over to blackyeti.com, black-yeti.com. Make sure you see what they got going on over there. THC infused products and accessories. They always adding new products. Go check that out, black-yeti.com. Also, CLBMG.com. Every Wednesday night, we go live on the What Show. We talk about matters that are important or funny or interesting to the urban community. People got a problem with that word urban. I don't care. Urban, black, hip-hop, all that. We talk about all that. Sports, awkward story. We talk about all that. So every Wednesday night, 9-ish on all of the social media platforms for CLBMG Network. We got that going out. And on Monday nights, we got something special. On Monday nights, we got something called Old Heads Only, where we talk about just old stuff, classic hip-hop conversations like the Fat Boys, like is Diggable Planets better than the Fugees? We've discussed did kids ruin hip-hop? We've discussed songwriters in hip-hop. We've discussed West Coast. We've discussed everything. So check out Old Heads Only on CLBMG platforms. And I'm going to catch you on the flip. Let me know what you think in the comments. Did Drake get humbled? Peace. Elevate your mind with high-quality THC-infused products. BlackYeti.com. Black-Yeti.com.
CLB.